Welcome back, movie enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the heart-pounding world of action cinema with a countdown of the top 10 best action movies currently streaming on Netflix. From adrenaline-fueled thrills to jaw-dropping stunts, these films are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a cinematic adventure like no other as we explore the very best that Netflix has to offer in the realm of action-packed entertainment. Without further ado, let's jump right into the action and discover which movies have made our list. Starting off our list at number 10, we have The Old Guard. The Old Guard is one of Netflix's best original movies, and, as a highly successful comic book adaptation, can even teach Marvel and DC a thing or two. Director Gina Prince-Bythewood, the Woman King, and lead actress Charlize Theron make a killer team. Based on Greg Rucka and Leandro Fernandez's comic book, The Old Guard follows a group of immortal soldiers who have protected the world from numerous threats over the centuries. Now, Andy, Booker, Joe, and Nikki reunite to embark on a life-changing mission alongside new team member Niall. It's a fresh, exciting, and captivating action movie, deserving of being one Netflix's most-watched movies ever. No wonder there is a sequel already on the way, The Old Guard 2. Coming in at number 9, we have Extraction. Extraction has become one of Netflix's best action sagas thanks to Chris Hemsworth's star power and some impressive action sequences directed by ex-Marvel stuntman Sam Hargrave. Both the first installment and the recently released Extraction 2 are highly recommended action movies on Netflix in case you're looking for an adrenaline-fueled night. As the title suggests, Extraction follows mercenary Tyler Rake as he takes on impossible rescue missions around the world, helped by a skilled team formed by Nick Khan and her brother Yes. After the intense ending of Extraction 2, we're expecting more news about the already confirmed Extraction 3, a third installment that promises even more life-or-death situations. Moving on to number 8, we have The Night Comes For Us. Iko Uwais steals the show in Netflix's The Night Comes For Us, directed by horror and action master Timo Tjahjanto. The film follows an organized crime enforcer who gives up his life as a killer to rescue a young girl. But his former employers aren't so happy about that, and they order him to be killed. The action is skillfully choreographed, and Tjahjanto doesn't shy away from explicit violence, blood, and broken limbs. Get ready to feel the brutality of the fighting scenes in your bones. And now, at number 7, we have Kill Box Soon. Shortly after the release of John Wick Chapter 4, action fans were treated to another stylish and action-packed assassin movie set in a unique world with Netflix original Kill Box Soon. John Do-yeon stars as Gil Box Soon, a contract killer for leading killing agency MK and who is very, very good at her job. She's not as good at being a mother to Jae Young, and so she decides that she's going to retire after one final job which, obviously, goes horribly wrong. It might not be wholly original, story-wise, but you won't care about that when the blood starts flying in the numerous set pieces. As we wait for a 5th John Wick movie that might never come, Kill Box Soon will fill that gap admirably. Next up, at number 6, we have Army of the Dead. Zack Snyder's latest offering is an action-packed zombie heist movie that sees a group of mercenaries venture into an undead-ridden Las Vegas to crack a near-impenetrable safe, with the promise of a huge reward. The problem is, Vegas is set to be nuked in just hours, and if that wasn't enough to get the adrenaline pumping, a lot of the zombies the crew encounter are faster, stronger, and smarter than you've seen before. Expect plenty of dead versus living showdowns. The cast includes Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Ana de la Reguera, Matthias Schweifer, Omari Hardwick, and Tig Notaro. Breaking into the top 5, at number 5, we have Kate. Mary Elizabeth Winstead gives John Wick a run for his money in Kate, Netflix's action thriller. Joined by Woody Harrelson and Game of Thrones' Mikhail Husman, Winstead plays the titular role, an assassin who finds out she only has 24 hours to live after being poisoned. She decides to spend her last moments going on a manhunt through Tokyo and befriends the daughter, Mika Martineau, of a past target in the process. Ignore the naysayers who say this one's simply another knockoff of Keanu Reeves' action franchise. Kate strikes out on her own, making for an engaging romp that's well worth a watch. Climbing up the ranks to number 4, we have RRR. Are you ready for one of the wildest movies you've ever seen? RRR is a masterpiece in Indian cinema. Directed by S. Rajmouli, the Telugu-language movie takes place in the 1920s and centers on two revolutionaries, Alyuri C. Truma Raju, Ramcharan, and Kamram Bhim, and T. Rama Rao Jr. in their explosive challenge of the British Raj. It's lengthy at 182 minutes, but doesn't waste a second, cramming in everything from fiery bow and arrow battles and motorcycle chases to men fighting alongside bloodied tigers. If none of that tickles your fancy, firstly, what more do you want? Secondly, fear not. It also features a romantic subplot, a sweet romance, and a couple of musical numbers, too. No surprise it made huge amounts of money at the box office. And now, edging closer to the top, at number 3, we have Red Notice. Early in Netflix's globe-trotting romp Red Notice, a priceless artifact is revealed to be a clever fake by the application of a fizzy drink. You won't need sugary beverages to catch director Ross and Marshall Thurber's comedy thriller out, because it's exactly what it seems to be, a starry and undemanding caper with Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot sticking like fingerprints to character type. Reynolds plays master art thief Nolan Booth, whom we first encounter pursued by Johnson's FBI profiler John Hartley for stealing said artifact. Various twists, turns, surprise incarcerations, and quips about Johnson's physique later, Booth and Hartley reluctantly unite to best the Bishop, Gadot, the super thief who routinely outwits them. Will these relative rookies in crime manage to make their moves before the Bishop calls checkmate? Moving on to our number 2 spot, we have Ballerina. No, we're not talking about the upcoming John Wick spin-off with Ana de Armas, but the South Korean action movie Ballerina, which was a major hit on Netflix in 2023. Rightly so too, as it was the best action movie released by the streaming service last year. Full of brutal fights and bathed in neon lighting as a former bodyguard sets out for revenge following the loss of her best friend. There's nothing you won't have seen before here, yet Ballerina is so expertly done that you won't care one bit. Our number 1 pick for the best action movies is The Gray Man. The directors of Avengers Endgame sure know how to attract an all-star cast. This time around, however, the Russo brothers have switched superheroes for super spies in their new thriller The Gray Man, starring Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, and Regina Page. The movie follows a former spy on the run from the corrupt CIA and the assassin they've hired to kill him. A chase around the globe ensues as Evans' psychotic Lloyd Hansen attempts to corner Gosling's Sierra 6. And if the A-list lineup wasn't enough to win you over, then the big-budget spectacle could be just the action fix you're after, given it's reportedly Netflix's most expensive movie to date. Thanks for joining us on this exhilarating journey through the best action movies available on Netflix. We hope you found some new favorites to add to your watch list. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more movie recommendations and content. Until next time, stay safe, stay entertained, and keep the action alive. See you in the next video.